Kelly from MZ1.com, and I have an easy solution for the coconut liners that you need to put in your baskets. Sometimes it's not as easy to find the correct size, which I discovered this week when everywhere that I went, actually for the last 2 weeks, everywhere that I went had either way too small or entirely too big. So last week I bought one that was way too small and I didn't realize it. And this week I'm going to go ahead and opt for the one that's bigger, but I'll show you how you can make it fit. Because that is sometimes a problem. If you don't get it at just the right time, then you're kind of out of luck for the rest of the season. So what I did was I bought one that you can see how big the basket is. It was actually this big. So it was incredibly too big, right? So what I did first was cut it. And then what I did with half of it was kind of put it in here, kind of smush it in and make sure that you have it at the right width. So I'm overlapping it at the bottom here. And the reason that you're doing that is because you don't want it to be too much above this, because that would look a little bit ridiculous. But you don't want it to be like this, because then if it does get very heavy, it could actually go like that and then it could break through. So you want it to be right about there, because you have to realize once you get the plants in there and everything watered in, then it's going to be heavier and it's going to keep it in place. So the way I was able to overlap it is because I cut it like this. So what that does is that allows you to overlap it. And then what you have to do after I've taken out this middle part is just place it in here on this side. And again, you're kind of smushing it down. And then you are able to kind of see, okay, this will work. And then from there, if you look over on this side, we have gone ahead and filled this one with soil. And I usually fill it about that full. Then I will plant the plants. I always do Morning Glories. You can kind of see I have a kind of a deteriorating trellis, but I still like it. And then they'll grow up there, and that's what we'll do. So that will be the next step. And I have grown these from seed. I actually grew them in little toilet paper seeds. But what I am going to do, as sad as these look, they've actually been in there a while. My flowers this year actually did the best. So what I'm going to do is just cut this, because I don't really know if this will necessarily disintegrate as well. So I'm going to put 2 of these per planter, and I'm going to space them out to where they're going to be all throughout here. Each of them has, I think, about 3 seeds. You want to be really careful when you're doing these that you are not breaking the root system, because they're very delicate at this point. Even though I grew them from seed, they're pretty tiny at this point. So I'm going to put this one. I'm going to get my gloves on. Okay, so now that we've opened up our toilet paper tube, which was our greenhouse, or our, where we put our seeds, you're going to want to kind of do it like that. Realize it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but see, this way they're going to kind of go towards that. They're going to go up over the edge. And then we're going to break these apart. And what I'm going to do is put like 3 in the front and 3 in the back. Or if I have 5, that's fine. Don't need to be exact. Shouldn't be stressed out when you're gardening. It should be something fun to do. If it's really stressful for you, well, number 1, maybe it's not for you. Or number 2, maybe you're just putting too much pressure on yourself. Maybe pour yourself a little glass of wine and plant something. So this is our first part. I might leave this in here. What I actually usually do with these is I have a gardening journal where I kind of document all of that, and that kind of helps me know what works and what didn't. So through the magic of television, I will show you here in a bit where I will have them all planted up. And then what I'll do, just so that way you can see that it will actually be pretty, is I'll kind of document it at various parts throughout the summer where it will all be filled in and looking pretty. All right, so in the meantime, thank you for kind of listening to my tidbits. I have a couple of these, and maybe more, knowing me. Have a good time with your gardening, but again, if something doesn't work, find a solution. It's very easy. And zen on, and happy gardening, people. And don't forget to check out my blog, which is www.momszen.com. And you can also sign up for my newsletter. All right, have a good day, people.